Hello everyone, welcome to my channel WishInfinite. Today we will learn how to use browser navigate tool of Playwright MCP Server to open any website into any browser by just giving a simple prompt. And before moving further, I would like to inform you that you can access this automation using AI and MCP Server's playlists under Playlist tab on my YouTube channel. Feel free to save these playlists by clicking onto the Save button for quick access in your YouTube playlist section. Now coming back to our topic, which is about browser navigation tool in Playwright MCP Server. So what is this tool? The browser navigate tool is in Playwright MCP Server used to launch a browser session and navigate to the specific URL. This tool helps tester automate the first step in the web testing, which is opening web page. So in simple language, when we want to open a specific URL or we want to navigate to the specific URL, in that case, we need to use this browser navigate tool. And now how we can use this browser navigate tool of Playwright MCP Server. So for that, there are some prerequisites, which are Node.js, VS Code, and GitHub Copilot. And on top of that, we need to configure Playwright MCP Server with GitHub Copilot inside VS Code. So these are all one-time activity, and how you need to do that I have already explained in my previous videos. If you are very new to this Playwright MCP Server, I would recommend you to watching these two videos, where I have explained in depth that how you can configure Playwright MCP Server with GitHub Copilot in VS Code. It just takes less than a minute to do all the prerequisite setup and to configure Playwright MCP Server. You will be able to get in-depth knowledge about it from these two videos. I will provide link of these two videos into the description, or you can click onto this I button at top right corner to access these videos. So once your prerequisite setup is done and you have configured Playwright MCP Server, we can proceed further for using this browser navigate tool of Playwright MCP Server. But before that, I would like to show you one more thing. So let's say you want to open a URL using Playwright MCP Server with TypeScript or JavaScript. So in that case, what you will have to do? So for that, you should have a complete Playwright project setup where you would be creating one test script file like this. And inside that spec.ts file, you will have to import the test from the Playwright test. And then you would be creating one test block like this, where we need to provide the title. And the second argument would be anonymous function, where we would be using this page fixture. And inside the body of this anonymous function, we need to use this await page.goto, where we need to provide the URL. And once we will run this code, it will open this WishInfinite.com onto the browser. But now, as we are going to use this Playwright MCP Server with AI, we need not to type all this code just to navigate to the specific link. So what you need to do, you need to just give a simple basic prompt. So that prompt I have already given into the document, which is to navigate to this website. Here you can provide any of the website. It can be google.com or it can be any of your testing website. And on to the safer side, I like to provide the prompt like navigate to this site using Playwright MCP Server. It is not mandatory, but sometimes AI can get confused, right? It will not use the Playwright MCP Server even though it is configured and started. So that's why, to avoid any confusion, I like to give the prompt like this. Now we can simply copy it, or if you want to type it, you can simply type it here. Now before providing the prompt, we can start the Playwright MCP Server. For that, we can go to this extensions tab. Here under the MCP servers installed, we would be able to see all the MCP servers which are installed here. For now, we have this Playwright MCP Server, and to start the server, we can simply click onto this manage icon, and here we can click onto the start server. And now we can go to our AI assistant, which is GitHub Copilot. And if you are not able to see this GitHub Copilot section here, you can simply click onto this toggle chat option, which will show and hide the GitHub Copilot section here. And here we can simply provide this prompt, which is navigate to this WishInfinite.com using Playwright MCP Server. And don't forget to select agent here. And here we can select any of the model. I usually prefer to use Claude Sonnet 3.5 or GPT model, right? So for now, Claude Sonnet 3.5 is selected. And now we can click onto the send. And just to avoid any confusion, I will close this file. Here we need not to write this code. We just need to provide the simple prompt and it should be able to open this particular URL onto the browser using browser navigate tool, which is this one. Let me close this file and let's click onto the send. I've closed the file just to avoid any confusion, right? And see, it has started doing its work. So we have just provided this prompt and now here it is using browser navigate tool, which is showing run navigate to a URL. And here is the URL which we have given. And here we can click onto this allow. If previously you have already selected this always allow option, so you'll not have to confirm it again and again. For now, let me click onto the allow. And see, it has opened the browser and inside it, it has opened the specific given URL. which is WishInfinite.com. And now it is just generating the summary that website has loaded successfully. Here we can perform more operation like click on any specific link, button, fill the form, take the screenshot, navigate to the specific section. Those are all the different tools which are there inside the Playwright MCP server, which we can use it. For now, we are talking about the browser navigate tool. You would be able to see this browser navigate tool if you will click onto this configure tool icon. Here scroll to the bottom and then expand this MCP server Playwright. And here we have this browser navigate tool, which is for navigate to the specific URL. I'm just showing it to you that there are various tools inside the Playwright MCP server. This browser navigate tool is one of them. And here, if you want to get more details that what this browser navigate tool is doing, you can simply expand this. Here you would be able to see the URL. Here into the output, you can see that it is using the same code, await page.goto and then that URL. Here we are able to see the page state. Here the page URL is this one, what is the page title and other details. So you need not to worry about these things. We just need to simply give the prompt and our action would be happening. If we want to navigate to any of the URL, we just need to provide the prompt like this. And as soon as you click onto the send, your work will be done. No need to write all this code just to perform this simple task. Just use the Playwright MCP server with the AI, and by just giving a basic prompt, we are able to perform this action. And now I will conclude my video here. But before we wrap up, let me give you a quick recap. So here we discussed that we are going to use this browser navigate tool, which is provided inside the Playwright MCP server to navigate to any of the URL into the browser. And for that, if we are using directly the Playwright, so in that case, we need to write all this code. But if we are using Playwright MCP server with the AI, then we just need to give this simple basic prompt and hit onto the send, and it will perform that particular action using the browser navigate tool of the Playwright MCP server. And you would be able to perform this action. On top of that, we would be getting a small summary, right? So that we would be sure that action was successful. And guys, if you're finding this playlist helpful, let me know into the comment section below and feel free to share your suggestions. I would love to hear your thoughts. And that's it from my end. You can click onto the first card to go to the next video. You can click onto the second card, access this whole automation using AI and MCP servers playlist. And stay tuned for my upcoming videos. If you have any comments, questions or doubts, you can let me know into the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Have a great day.